집에서 게임만 하고 있어가지고.
일어나서 밥 먹고 영양제 먹고 운동하고 게임하고 이렇게 살고 있습니다.
IM에서 이제 돌아와가지고 그냥 뭐 운동도 하고 술은 거기서 많이 마시고 왔기 때문에 술은 안 마셨고요. 좀 시차 적응도 하고 뭐 PCR 검사도 하고 이랬던 것 같아요.
그냥 뭐 카토비체 대충 놀다가 왔는데 슬슬 게임 준비해야겠다 연습 이제 하고 있었어요.
그 장기전만 하지 않았다면 성주가 올라갔을 것 같긴 한데 언젠간 이런 날이 올 줄 알고 있었어요.
저도 그러니까 IM 있으면서도 진짜 궁금하게 됐어요. 아니 동원이가 어떻게 12강을 가지? 아니 나는 지금 1호로 탈락을 했는데 동원이가 12강 가네? 상대적 박탈감이 좀 심하게 와가지고
개인적으로 토스 선수들 좀 보면서 이렇게 배워서 GSL 예선 뚫어야지 하고 있었는데 좀 빨리 떨어지더라고요. 힘든 상황 같아요, 토스가.
폴란드 가서 느낀 게 저그가 너무 세더라고요. 토스들 징징은 이해가 됩니다. 저랑 후안, 령, 셋이서 헬스장 운동 많이 하고 갔다 오면 이제 로비에서 시끄러워요. 그러면 이제 외국인들 술 먹고 있고 재선이 형도 외국인 되어 있고 막.
레이너 선수가 이제 최근에 벌크업이 됐기 때문에 저는 좀 오랫동안 이제 운동을 했단 말이에요. 그래서 아직까지는 그래도 할만하지 않을까.
제일 빨리 떨어져가지고 진짜 관광객 모드로 바꿔가지고 마인드를 혼자 산책도 다니고 뭐 이것저것 구경도 하고 좋은 경험이었어요 저는.
전역하고 방송 경기에서 한 번도 못 이겼는데 이번에는 이길 수 있을까? 쾌쾌 묵은 방법들은 과감히 버려라. 예전에 약간 영광을 버리고 다시 새롭게 시작해라라는 말 같아가지고 열심히 하겠습니다.
제가 올해 부자가 될 수 있을까요? 다른 방도를 모색해 볼 필요가 있다는데요? 이거 뭔 소리야? 부자라라고?
그냥 은퇴 전에 프리미어급 대회를 한번 좀 우승할 수 있는지 꼭 해야 한다. 네가 한 노력이 아까워서라도 꼭 해야 된다. 이런 느낌일 수도 있겠네요. 규석이 미래는 어떨지. 당신의 직감을 믿어라. 그냥저냥 살아갈 것 같아요. 그게 제 직감입니다.
제가 이번에 어디까지 GSL 올라갈 수 있을까요? 염려하지 마라. 딱 제 지금 이 마인드랑 일치하는 것 같아요. 걱정을 하지 말자. 염려하지 말라는 게 딱 맞는 것 같아요.
IM 끝나고 와서 오니까 이제 GSL 바로 시작하니까 뭔가 늘 똑같이 대회하는 느낌이라서 딱히 새롭거나 그런 건 없는 것 같아요.
아닙니다. 이번 올해 한 해는 스트레스를 최대한 덜 받고 좀 게임 자체를 즐기면서 하고 싶어요.
미련한 걸 수도 있어요 제가. 안 되는 걸 뭐 붙잡고 있는 걸 수도 있는데 우승을 해보고 싶어가지고.
근데 성욱이 군대 안 가요? 최근에 티어를 봤는데 제가 한 게 없다 보니까 다 티어더라고요. 군대에서 나라를 지키다 왔는데 사회에 적응할 수 있게 쉬운 대진이 나와야 되지 않나 싶었는데 오히려 어려운 대진이 나와가지고 이번에 좀 대진을 기대하고 있습니다.
Today's matchup: Dark, Classic, Match 1, DRG, Dream, Match 2. Africa TV Freak Up Studio Live 2022 GSL Season 1 Code S.
I like that background we've got on the main stage.
Yeah, it is cool.
Very cool. I like our theme for this season. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for waiting. There is going to be a little hot six plug coming up here. So you're going to have our ugly mugs on camera in a second. But as soon as they're done with that, we're going to hop into the winner's match and decide which Zerg advances to the next phase of GSL.
Yeah. And of course, we'll have that elimination match, Classic versus Dream. And whoever wins that gets to play, well, probably DRG if we're being honest here. DRG is not as good as Zerg or Circus Dark is.
I think that DRG could put up a good fight, but I'm kind of on the same page as you, man. I can't really imagine Dark losing to DRG.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine there. We did see from the interview thing from that commercial break, though, that DRG still looking for a championship before retirement. When is he? Why retire? You know what I mean?
It's always interesting to me when pros say that they're going to retire because almost always they don't.
Yeah.
Which is...
Well, especially in this day and age where it's not like run by Kespa teams or anything. There's not like a million young kids coming up that are better than you.
Well, not only that, but there's like multiple ways to do it now if you're a competitive player. I mean, you can do prize pools, but you can also stream. And I don't know. I mean, this seems to be especially a thing in Korea, by the way. is sort of, you know, either announcing retirements and not doing it, or retirement speculation, where it's like, are you going to actually never play the game again? Is that what you're trying to say, or what does this mean?
Yeah.
Because, and I'm totally serious about this. More often than not, we've had players either retire and then they're back like the next season, or they say they're going to retire and literally we see them a year or two and they're in a tournament.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's
or they
certainly
still
something
stream
that
the game all
happens.
the time.
Now, you know, there are some things to take into consideration, right? Like, I'm sure that there are some sort of social pressures and stuff. Maybe you're not making as much money as you want to make in your 30s. Like, DRG, just to put this in perspective, he's quite a bit older than Nest was when Nest won his last championship.
That's true.
So, like, DRG is
Nest
like...
was 29.
He was 29, I think. 29 or 30. It was one or the other. Yeah, when he won a championship, or the last of his 3. And now DRG is like 31 or something. So, you know, obviously he's on that, you know, upper edge of oldness, but honestly, like, it's doable. Like, look at Daigo, man. Daigo's like 40 now.
Yeah.
And that guy is still a killer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That guy will stream his entire practice session labbing every day and then win the world championship. Yeah. Where it's like, oh,
this
okay.
could be done in StarCraft as well.
Well, I don't know. This is probably going to be some weird stuff that we're going to be dealing with, or we more had to deal with early on, especially in StarCraft 2, where people were like, pro gamers have to stop at some point in time.
Yeah.
They've got to get a job and go to school. And then it's like, we all just keep getting older and keep doing this. And it's like, okay, look, man, maybe your parents made you feel bad for playing games, and maybe you feel like you got to do this, and if you don't want to do it anymore, you can. But there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of signs that say, like, you have to end this, or especially for some of these StarCraft 2 guys, that you'd have to end this and not do something else. Or do something that you couldn't do something else and do this at the same time. Some of these guys are so good at StarCraft 2, they literally don't need to grind all day.
Yeah,
and lab out strats,
true.
and they can do other stuff. So
And
I've
honestly,
always been interested in that.
I think a lot of them don't super grind anymore. Like, it's the scene out here, like, is not as competitive as it was. There's not that many rising players. You know? And so I think that, you know, obviously they're practicing hard and everything, but it's not these 16-hour days that Kespa used to put everyone through.
Right. And so, you know, he wants to get it before retirement. I don't know what his retirement plans are, but he looked great in that game. Although, again, I worry a little bit for Dream here. Dream did like cheese, and it backfired. So I feel like we don't have a great handle on where DRG is at. If he really has to be tested out all the way from start to finish, all the way from A to Z.
Yeah.
But we're going to find out now, head-to-head here. We're going to start this out on Hardwire for Map 1 in this best of 3 with DRG versus Dark.
2022 GSL Season 1. Team MB, DRG. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Dark.
All right, a couple hatch firsts here. There's nothing too cheesy or aggressive to start us out with in this Cirque Berserk.
Look at that. Offline score, Dark 16 to DRG's 5. Oh, sorry, online score. Offline, they're 5-2.
It's all Legacy of the Void there. But Legacy of the Void at this
It's
point
all
is over
Lot
half
V,
of,
my friend.
it's over half of the history of StarCraft 2. So it's kind of like, honestly, any stats from before then is like Stone Age at this point.
Oh, well,
you can't be taking stats from 7 years ago and pretending they mean anything.
So, like, 7 years ago, you lost to this guy.
Yeah.
Literally every cell in my body is different from that moment.
Oh, that's an interesting thing. I think that's technically not true, but it's close to true. It's very close to true.
It's close enough to true that we're just going to say it.
Yeah.
We're going to nod after we say it.
Yeah.
And just, you know.
I'm gonna look it up, Taste.
I thought it was a 7-year period.
How long until all your cells are replaced.
Yeah.
All right, Jeeves, let me know.
My boy Jeeves
Every
is on
7 to 10 years.
All right, so I was right.
7 to 10 years, you're right.
Yeah.
Damn.
People like, not everybody tastes like maybe your cells, but my cells every 7 years.
Listen, I gotta tell you something. The one thing I know for a fact is my brain cells don't get replaced, okay? I am exactly the same person I was when I was 16.
By the way, no real deviations in builds just yet. Speed a little bit earlier here for Dark.
Yeah, we'll see if anyone makes that big plume of lings to show their aggression. It's Queen walking out. Careful, she can't transfuse right there.
Easy, Queen. So we've got a Baneling's Nest made here as part of the wall-in right now for DRG. A lot more lings coming.
Yeah. So yeah, Dark is the one making a lot of lings.
It may matter in a little bit here because so many lings are coming down. 14 more lings already inbound. The Baneling's Nest started later, so basically he can call the bluff, so to speak, as the Baneling's Nest is about to finish.
Yeah, now they are rushing out. The Queen's getting pulled back. The hatchery is just going to have to be canceled.
Yeah, no, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I mean, he gets the kill. He really gets out with no losses, other than maybe he made more lings than he needed to get away with that. But you know, pretty straightforward. So now it's 3 base to 2. And you know, once the Baneling's Nest finishes here for Dark, it's like Dark's kind of ahead in every metric. He is going to have more of a balancing act to try to cover for, with the fact that he has a second and a third to defend.
It seems pretty obvious that DRG is going to need to counter, right? Like, you have to get up there and mix it up a little bit, but like you said, as the Banelings finish up, there's not much of a window. Now he's sitting here on a lot of Lings and Banes and 1 hatch down, 1 base down. Pretty bad situation here for DRG.
Okay, he's forced to back up there. Yeah, DRG already kind of tripped up right at the start. I think Dark showing a lot of confidence here, coming in there. And here come the Banes, by the way. Instantly nukes 2 drones, definitely worth. Roach Warren coming down now here for Dark.
Yeah, with that +1 carapace, I like it. Layer here on the way for DRG. Getting his own Roach Warren as well.
So how can DRG try to recover here? I thought for a second when I saw that many lings being made, he was going to try to commit to some kind of an attack, but he may just decide to try to play from a disadvantageous position here.
Yeah.
He is getting that missile attack. I think you mentioned that, Artosis, but
yeah,
you know, the Roach Warren's going to come, but I do feel like Dark is sort of just ahead here, no matter how you look at it. I mean, he's already got 14 Roaches coming. Armor in some ways is probably just going to pan out better with Ling Bane than missile attack.
Yeah. I think the armor is actually like a really good play here from Dark, because it's going to kind of negate that +1 on the Roaches, right? And it's going to help everything he's got. So the Roaches can target down any Banes, and then the flood of Lings that come in are going to help out. He's just got more larva. So I think Dark has set himself up for a very nice attack here.
So the Roaches are coming down now. And, I mean, let's see what exactly DRG has here to try to help defend. I feel like DRG probably can hold this, but let's see. Some of these Baneling connects are going to be extremely important. He can target those Banes if they get too close to the Roaches.
Oh, this little surround with the Lings really helped out. A little counterattack going down by DRG as well. The Banelings coming in for some connects here on the Queen Roach. Backs up into his spine. The spine does end up living here. Some transfusions going down as well, but it seems like Dark just has too much.
Yeah, I think he just overpowers here. The counterattack wasn't a bad idea. And honestly, even though it didn't do that much, it had the counterattack unit spin back here to defend. I think Dark still wins. Dark just knows the math too well.
Yeah, that was a great follow-up after forcing a cancel on the hatch. I think that was super cleanly played by Dark. And DRG, I mean, after he lost the hatch, there were not a lot of options for him, unfortunately.
No, I mean, it's not a complicated way that he lost, man. I mean, he basically tried to both have enough to defend over at his natural, and I don't know if that signaled to Dark, with the Baneling nest over there at the front, like, oh, okay, I'm going to try to turtle, I'm going to try to camp. But there was literally nothing defending that third hatch.
Yeah, nothing at all.
So it's like the Lynx come there, he gets it, he's like, okay, thank you.
And it's such a huge victory there.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to go to Glittering Ashes.
Yeah.
Let's see if we maybe get like a hardcore cheese. I have a feeling, Tasteless, we're going to be seeing like a 12 pool
You
here.
could be right, dude.
I really think so. I don't even know from who, but someone's going to do it. It's time.
Let's go to Glittering Ashes. Let's do this.
2022 GSL Season 1.
No, Overlords.
What are they doing?
Why aren't they 12 pool?
Team MB, DRG. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, Dark.
All right. I hope that this is closer in mid-game, and when I say that, I guess we need to have no major interruptions in the early game, right? And I mean, look, that can happen a lot early on, but I want to see how DRG can, if he can hang with Dark, if Dark doesn't just, get the hatchery for free. But, people could roll their eyes like, oh, he just made Lings and killed the hatch. It's like, yeah, dude, that's why you need to defend that.
It's true. It's true.
Because if they just get your third hatchery in a ZVZ where they also take a third hatchery, you're behind by quite a lot.
I mean, denying a base like that in a mirror, it's your production, it's your mining, it's everything. It's the moon and the stars and the sun, It's just...
So, again, the builds so far have mirrored each other here. But let's wait and see, when the opportunity shows itself, does anybody commit on Lings and the other side doesn't?
Yeah, generally we see that after the third hatch gets started, someone will oftentimes make quite a few Lings. Speed on the way here for Dark. DRG is... Yeah, there it is. I was going to say, what are we doing if we're not getting speed?
So Lings are going to just be inbound here on both sides, doing a little bit of scouting. Yeah, man, ZVZ, we got to watch those production tabs very carefully. It's good to have Codes back, by the way, guys. It's quite the Codes downtime here, almost half a year.
Yeah, no, it feels like it was a very long time ago that we had Codes. We had a couple super tournaments in that time, of course.
Yeah, we had the super tournament studio time, but it wasn't until I really came in today. I'm like, gosh, I guess it really has been a while for this tournament.
That's indeed.
The StarCraft 2 Star League tournament to be here. This time it's DRG pumping Lings.
We have a Baneling Nest on the way here, and it's a few more Lings for Dark than what DRG had during the last game. So you should be a little bit more ready for some counterplay.
And just like in the last game, although the roles are reversed, there is a hatchery that could be the target for the mass Lings. So we want to watch carefully for that. So seeing these Lings coming out, that should force some more Lings out here. And actually Dark is going to run around.
Yeah, kind of interesting, isn't it? DRG chasing him down with a decent group of Lings. The rest of the Lings going for this counterattack. Right, Dark does have more play here, as you see. Brings up a couple queens, has his own lings coming up as well. You have to turn and fight, and that buys a lot of time in these hatches.
Yeah, and see, that's how you hold a third hatchery.
Yes,
and that was
very much is.
a hatchery, you know, not that close to the natural here, but he got the queens up there, chased it away. I didn't see any counterattack play from DRG with his lings to try to run into the main or really anything like that.
Evo's on the way now. A few extra Banes being made here. Looks like Dark gonna go with an attack on this third. Gonna pick off a couple drones, so that's kind of nice to start. Queen's coming down, some Banes are hatched as well, so they're coming as well. I gotta say, watching this, it just feels like Dark is just a bit better at the matchup. You know, he like blocks the attack very cleanly. Look at it. Look at what he's picking off here.
He just, that Banelink connection was insane. Here's 2 Banes coming down now. Oh my God, more Banes are coming up here now. The queens are going to target. Ooh. He just runs right by.
Yeah.
Damages the drones. Damage is not the same as kill, man.
No, certainly
so it doesn't really do anything at all.
There's a couple of lings still running around in that main base for a little bit. Not that many drone kills as of yet, but Dark has taken a 6-drone lead. DRG starting to catch up with that. One of the big things here is 3 queens against 1 in Dark's favor.
Yeah.
DRG retreating with those lings, making some Banes of his own. Pulls those drones back.
Oh, this queen is just not going to die. I would have just YOLO'd the Bane onto him, man.
And then it doesn't die still. You're like, oh, damn. I guess that's why they're the pro game or Zerg players.
Oh, these Banes going from behind. Nice connection. And 22 more lings are on the way. You're so funny, Artosis. 22 more lings are on the way right now for Dark.
Well, you know, sometimes you see people like people that are just fans and don't really play, and they'll watch something and they'll be like, I would have had the force field down there. It's like, yeah, because you're sitting there staring at your army. This guy's macroing and harassing. Like,
this guy's doing a million things at once. Like,
yeah.
Now, this Bane's going to come in here from the side. A little detonation on those other Banes. And keep in mind right now, worker count, it's 49 to 54, a 5-worker lead. So Dark ahead, at least economically, but not by too much here.
Yeah, he's not like severely ahead, but he definitely is. Like everything has looked a bit better from him this game.
Sure.
Still kind of running around. I mean, there's still a little bit of play with the Ling Bane, but I mean, you're not too likely to find big damage at this point. I think it's really going to head towards a Roach game. Dark. Ooh, that was not a bad connection for his 2 Banes.
No, not at all. Oh, Dark just sends these lings right up in here. He's going to try to make some Banes over here. Oh, dude. Oh, dude. Oh, my God. He notices at the last second. Oof. Pulls him away.
Couple? Yeah, gets 2 there. Oh, this is the one that could be big. Look at this. Banelings everywhere. Dark relentless with these little Bane run-ins. Look at that. Okay, the drones, he does see it. I was going to say the drones see it. The drones are splitting themselves.
The drones are just screaming to DRG like, please, tell me to move. Yeah, he's like, you know what?
Not bad.
You. Uh-oh.
Look at this, man.
Dude, there are so many drones over here.
Yeah. Blow it up, blow it up, blow it up.
The largest drone centipede in the world.
That's not a drone centipede, that's a drone millipede.
That's true. Spire, by the way, on the way here for DRG, although I'm worried these little jabs here and there with the Banes are starting to add up right now. 10 drones killed. Oh, he could actually go for that Spire. I guess not, he backs up.
Yeah, Dark right now making a lot of Roaches to come across the map as well. He does have +1 range already done. He has Roach speed about to finish. I think we just saw a cancel on the Spire there. No reason to at this point if your opponent sees it. But DRG is like down half the supply. This is from like basically just harassment. Now Dark gonna come up and finish. Really clearly stronger than DRG in this matchup.
He just blew him up, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dark was like a Baneling that doesn't die against DRG's lanes.
Yeah. Dark was like a Baneling that was just actually one punch killing and not exploding.
Yeah.
It was just like one giant Bane. Imagine the biggest Bane you've ever seen.
It's like an ultra-sized Bane.
Yeah.
With Dark's face on it.
Yeah.
But his face is like really small right in the middle of the Ultra's head.
It's kind of almost haunting how small his face is compared to the body. Well, that's that. Dark moves on. We've got an interview now. Andy can't make it to the studio today, so we won't have the translations from him. It'll be ya boy.
Your boy.
Ya boy.
Your boy Tasteless.
It'll be ya gamer tassels.
이번 시즌 첫 번째 10강 진출자입니다. 드래곤 피닉스 게이밍 박명훈
So we have our
선수
first player advancing
축하드립니다.
to the next round. Congratulations. Thank you.
첫 번째 10강 진출자가 됐습니다.
So we've got a new format.
볼게요.
This is a new season. You're the first player. How do you feel?
4강만 하다가 20강을 이제 올해 처음에
So
상상 이상으로 좀 어려운 것 같고.
it was always a round of 24 before.
20강에서 이론조가 나오면 안 된다고 생각하는데.
So it feels kind of weird to have a round of 20.
너무 어려워서
And
사실 오늘 좀 기대를 안 하고 왔어요. 근데 이렇게 좀
personally, I feel like my group was pretty tough, so I wasn't sure if I was going to make it out first or not, but I'm happy.
오늘 저저전 피지컬 또 움직임으로 압도했던 경기였는데요.
Let's talk about your micro and CVZ.
저저전 보여주셨는데 이 저저전에
It just was
대한
clearly
좀
better.
들어볼까요?
아니요 뭐
How does this compare to how you played in IEM?
딱히 뭐 그렇게 중요한
IEM.
건 없고 사실
IBM, what am I saying?
레더 연습을 하면서
So I didn't put as much prep into ZVC specifically today. I mostly just laddered to prep.
운영 가면 좀 많이 힘들겠다는 생각을 해서
I was defeated by DRG actually
승리의 요인이 된 것 같아요.
in Classic a lot. In ladder matches, I queued against them.
S급 저저전 박명훈
So
선수에게
I prepped based off that experience.
남아 있게 된 걸까요?
아니요 사실은 좀
After IEM.
어렸으면 이겼을 것 같은데 5세트 때 이제 눈이 안
Oh,
보이다
they're talking
보니까
about there was a lot of ZVCs at IEM.
그래서 굉장히 좀 많이 슬펐던
So anyways, when I played,
네. 자 오늘 첫
I
경기였던
took that
프로토스전
match
이야기로
all the way to set 5.
나눠보겠습니다.
I was pretty tired.
지난주 밸런스 패치
I
이후
felt like my eyes
바로
weren't working
나온
properly.
오프라인 경기였는데요.
That's why I
오늘
lost.
배불리는 우간빌드의 땅굴러시로 승리를 거뒀습니다. 점막 밖에서 여왕이 수혈을 못 쓰는 상황이기 때문에 너프를
So
했다,
you were a little
이렇게
greedy
이야기가
earlier. Use the
나오는데
Nidus play.
땅굴과 함께하니까 너프가 느껴지지 않더라고요. 이
And it
밸런스
worked very well
패치에
against
대해서
Protoss.
어떻게 생각하세요?
일단 큰 너프는 맞고요. 왜냐하면 경우의 수
Recently we've had a balance patch as well. How are you feeling on the current patch?
원래 없는 빌드라고 생각하고 있어서 안 쓰고 있었는데 저한테는 딱히 뭐 타격이 없는 것 같아요.
나한테는 타격은
I have no
없지만
opinions on the current
너프는
patch.
맞다. 그런데 프로토스 선수들은 이 공허 포격이나 배터리
I do feel like it's a bit of a nerf.
들이 사라졌기 때문에 사실 종족 중에서 가장 피해가 크다. 선택의 여지가 너무 줄었다 이렇게 어필하시는데 어떻게 생각하세요?
피해는 좀 봤어야 된다고 생각하고요. 여태 이제 그
They're talking about the current patch. You know, do you feel like the Zerg has, you know, been at the most disadvantage because of that?
미네랄이 너프된다 해서 그렇게 큰 너프는 아니라고 생각하고 가스 너프가 됐으면은 좀 컸다고 생각하는데 저는 뭐 그냥 똑같은 것 같아요.
Protoss have insisted there is a nerf for Protoss because of Void Rays, but as a Zerg,
IEM에서 프로토스가
I think this has more of an impact to Zerg.
그렇게 생각하시는 건가요?
저는 사실 그 결과
we have a larger disadvantage because of the patch.
이해가 안 되거든요. 사실 프로토스 선수들이 이제 성욱이 형이나 준호 형이나 진짜 잘하는 선수가 많은데
They were asking why the results are always Zerg then.
어디서 없어졌더라고요.
I don't know why the Zergs are always winning. I think we have a lot of great Protosses. So I don't know how we don't have more of the other races winning.
네. 자 오늘 땅굴 여왕 오렌인 척 심리전 후에 뮤탈리스크로 주도권을 잡는 아주 멋진 경기력 보여준
So it's always a disappointment that a lot more Crane Protosses don't make to the higher rounds of IEM.
자 오늘 아까 10강 이야기 잠깐 해봤는데요.
Anyways, Stark, you showed a strong performance.
잘 맞으시나요?
You're in the round of 10.
아니요.
안 맞아요.
How do you? You're going to be playing the round robin. How do you have any thoughts?
걸 좋아해가지고
I don't really like it. The round robin format.
요즘 또 상한 평준화가 됐다 보니까 요거에나 질수 있다고 생각하고.
I prefer that best of 5s or best of 7s with one player.
3판 이전 같은 경우는 그래서 저는 좀 안 좋아하는 방식인데
네.
뭐 최선을 다해봐야죠.
그렇군요. 밸런스 패치가 앞으로 이 스타투 이 판도에
So he says he'd rather have the other format.
올 거라고 보시나요?
아니요 똑같던데요. 연습할 때 해보니까 그냥 달라진 거 없이.
They were talking about
달라졌는데.
the meta and the balance patch later on.
네. 2022년 포인트를 차곡차곡
So it's pretty much going to be the same.
하는 박명우 선수 앞으로의 각오까지 마지막으로 들어보겠습니다.
이제 방식이 좀 바뀌다 보니까
Any closing
준비하는 데
thoughts?
있어서 더 어려울 것 같은데
Since
한번 이번 시즌도
we've had some
열심히
change in the
준비해봐서
format,
우승할 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
I will do my very best to prepare hard, as hard as I can,
축하드립니다.
감사합니다.
and I hope to do a better performance the next time. Well, thank you very much, and good luck to you. Okay, that's it. We've got one that's moved on. 3 more to go. Up next is the losers match. It's going to be a Terran versus Protoss. It's going to be the other races. Humans and aliens, Artosis.
Yay! Humans
Let's
and
do this.
aliens. Yeah, let's.
It's going to be all Predator 2 up next, my friend.
And then, of course, back to the bugs.
That's right.
But who will face them?
And then is it
Classic
going to be
Wartree.
Aliens versus Predator? It's going to be Aliens 2. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's one of those two.
We know it's not going to be humans versus humans.
That's you and me in our next cast. Guys, we got a break. When we come back, the next match. Don't go away.